Hey man, I'm Jusko from ProudMoney.com. In this video, I'm going to unbox, unenvelope the new American Express white gold card so you can see what it looks like, and I'll show you what else came along with it. And then I'm also going to circle back on a question that some people had on the video I made when I actually applied for this card, because I talked about the bonus that I got, and multiple people said, well, how are you getting that bonus when you already have the platinum card? I thought they wouldn't give that to you, and so we're going to circle back to that question as well. No special packaging for the American Express Gold. Comes in the standard white envelope with American Express's name on it, just like all of their other credit cards other than the Platinum card. I will pull out here up front the sort of first page or first card, if you want to think of it that way, the sort of most important thing that is in this envelope. You will see on top the American Express name. You'll see heavily redacted information over here, as if I am the credit card CIA and you are asking for a Freedom of Information request. And then you will see that it also says the gold standard of dining. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but that's what it says. And that makes sense, because this card is going more and more toward the dining angle with the new Resi credit, $50 or up to $50 twice a year, and then the up to $84 per year credit on Dunkin', which is up to $7 per month. And then of course you have a lot of other things going on with this card that are restaurant focused as well. So that makes sense. Now then, when I open that further, you're going to see the card itself, this being of course the new white gold version of the American Express card. So you will see how that looks, and I'm going to pull it off of this paper in a second. And then you've got another thing basically talking about how the gold card is the dining card here. Now what's interesting about this white gold card is white gold, if you know what white gold really kind of is, doesn't really look a whole lot different than silver, right? And then if you think about what platinum looks like, it kind of looks like silver. So the white gold card really is a little bit like a washed out American Express Platinum card that I have to say looks like maybe it had been left in the sun for a very long time, like 7 years. And then it has a little bit of this like gold sheen, and it does have the gold chip in it as well. So it's sort of like it was left out for 7 years in the sun, and then, like, you know, maybe someone peed on it. All right, so again, pulling that off of there, trying to let you kind of see the shine and see the coloring on it. Try and give it a little bend here so you can kind of see the whole thing. Now, like I said, it kind of looks like a washed out platinum card, and in a second here I'll show you the two of them together. So there we go, the white gold card on top and the platinum card on bottom here. You can see obviously the platinum card is sort of more distinct in terms of its coloring, and especially the printing on the card. What is very much jumps out at you with the white gold card is that the printing on it is also sort of not sort of up front, not in your face at all. It almost looks a little faded. When I first saw the card art for the white gold card up here, I thought it almost looked like the card was a little blurry, and when I have the card in front of me, it almost looks a little blurry. All right, so I put the card back on the paper here just so I could kind of finish the unboxing, but I have to say I'm not loving the color. It's sort of interesting just because it's something different from American Express, a different product, but it unfortunately does kind of look like a faded platinum card that someone peed on, like I said. Now onto the back here is basically like advertising-y kind of stuff, talking to you about you know, some of the restaurant stuff going on and how to manage your account and blah, blah, blah. All right, next page out talks about the interest rate if you use the pay over time feature. You can see here that mine is 21.24%, or hopefully you can see that. I do have a pay over time limit of $25,000. Now, if you don't know how pay over time works, it allows you to use your gold card to actually revolve purchases from one billing cycle to the next. And so the gold card as well as the platinum card have sort of a no limit, although it has sort of a soft limit. Everybody's is a little bit different. But the pay over time feature, if you are going to actually revolve any balances, they are much more strict about that. They're giving you an actual credit limit essentially. And so mine is $25,000 on this card. Like I said, 21.24%. It shows the new $325 annual fee down there. Then the next piece out of there is the summary of additional benefits, which talks about some of your travel related benefits like baggage coverage. If your baggage gets lost during a trip delay insurance. You've got extended warranty coverage on things that you purchase with the card. There's purchase protection and some other stuff. Gives you the details here as well. And then finally is the rest of the cardholder agreement. American Express actually has a nice stapled version so that you can sort of read it like a book and go page by page. Sometimes with credit cards, they'll give it to you like this, but then you'll realize when you kind of start to go inside that it's like one big origami piece and it's like, you know, a super huge poster. Now, when I applied for the American Express Gold Card last week or the week before and requested this new white gold version, I went through that application process in a prior video and I showed you that as part of this, I was looking at an application that included the potential for a 100,000 membership rewards points bonus if I spent 6,000 with the card in the first 6 months of having it. And then there's also a restaurant credit attached to it too as a new card holder. And then when I actually went to the application, there was a lot of language on the right-hand side that said you might not be eligible for that bonus if you've had one of these other American Express cards or if they don't like something on your credit report. But they do tell you, well, we're going to give you a pop-up that's going to say you're not eligible if you're not eligible. And so I went through the application process, did not get that pop-up, got approved, but nothing that I got today, or really nothing online when I go into my American Express account, actually tells me that I am eligible for that bonus or what that bonus really is. So I actually contacted American Express today to make sure. And when I did, I said, hey, I got the card, but I don't see anything on here or in my account. And the offer that I had was the 100K if I spent the 6,000, et cetera, et cetera. Can you confirm? And the person came back and did confirm that that was the offer that I was working under. Now, there was a little bit of language about the card that I was like, oh, what does that mean? Is that saying only about the gold card, or are you talking about like any American Express card? So I really pushed it to make sure that I was getting the bonus and said, are we talking about just the gold card or others too? Because I have others, including the American Express Platinum. And this person came back and said, no, you are good. This is the offer that you are getting on this card. So for everyone that thought when I got this card I was not going to be eligible for the bonus because I already had the Platinum, and I know there's plenty of stuff out there on the internet saying that that is the case, that I shouldn't be getting the bonus on a gold if I already have the Platinum. I'm still getting the bonus as far as everything I can tell, including following up with the rep. So in case you were wondering how that all works, all rules maybe are meant to be broken, or maybe some rules only last a certain amount of time after you get the first card. Whatever the case is, I'm still in line for the bonus. The back of this card actually is more attractive than the front of the card in many ways, but I can't show it to you because all the numbers are totally humongous. Anyway, like I said, don't love it necessarily in terms of the design, but you know, maybe it's a collector's item. They say it's limited edition, and I have a feeling it will stay limited edition because I don't think there's going to be such a clamoring to have this particular color that they're going to end up keeping it around like they did with the rose gold. Anyway, questions, comments, would love to hear in that comment section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and as always, please go to proudmoney.com where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. If you're not going to go to the website or leave a comment, what you should do next is watch that video.